Hello, Torah community. It's Natan here to share with you some words of Torah for this week's Parsha, Parshat Shmini. It seems that for the most part, the eighth day, the day where the Mishkan is going to be officially inaugurated, the Yom HaShmini, goes as planned. Aaron is commanded to bring a few different korbanot, a chatat, a shlamim, and he brings them. And it seems like he's doing everything exactly as planned. It even says, Kasher Tziva Hashem asked Moshe, that everything that Aaron's doing is exactly as Hashem had told Moshe, and Moshe then told Aaron. And then we get to the end of all the korbanot. Aaron goes, offers them, and then he comes up, and he's done, and he blesses the people. It says he blesses the and then nothing happens. In the Psukim, it kind of seems like something should happen. The fire is supposed to come down, consume the korbanot of this inaugural day, and then the Mishkan has started. Hashem's presence is officially in the Mishkan. It's officially amongst the nation. So what's going on? Aaron's done. He did it exactly as Hashem had commanded Moshe. He blesses the people. Nothing happens. Then Moshe comes. Pasuk says that Moshe went with Aaron into the Ol Moed, came out. Then Moshe and Aaron together bless the people. And then the fire comes, consumes the korbanot, and Hashem's presence dwells in the Mishkan. So what was it? What went wrong? Why was it that when Aaron tries to bless the people on his own, doesn't work? The whole ceremony isn't complete, but yet then when Moshe and Aaron go into the Ol Moed, come out, then bless the people, then it's all good. Fire comes down, Hashem's presence, Shechina is amongst the people in the Mishkan. Maybe there's an idea here, which is that throughout this practicing, building the Mishkan or bringing the korbanot to the Mishkan, the words Kasher, Hashem, Tziva, and Moshe come up a lot. Everything that Aaron's doing is supposed to be exactly to the T, the way that Hashem commanded Moshe, building the kelim, building the Mishkan, putting it together, korbanot, which ones are brought, when they're brought, how they're brought. Every single little detail has to be exactly as Hashem wanted it. But then it seems, according to some Mefarshim, that actually Aaron went a little bit rogue. He was like, oh, you know what? Let's bless the people. Let's go. And Hashem hadn't asked him to do that. Now, that's not a bad thing. Bracha, great thing. But really, what should have happened? Aaron needed to do it with Moshe. So when Moshe and him go into the Ol Moed and they come out, and then they bless the people together, that's when the divine presence shows, because that's exactly how Hashem had wanted it to be. And I think there's a message here that sometimes we feel as if we could take things into our own hands. I'm going to be creative. I thought about the best way for me to do something. I thought about what makes more sense than maybe what the halacha is or the way the details of a mitzvah work. But then there are times when really we should think about doing it exactly the way that Hashem has commanded us. Certainly on times where there's a lot of different things to do, like Shabbat, certainly Pesach, it's easy to get wrapped up in, but I feel like this makes more sense, or I think that this doesn't make any sense, I'm going to do it a different way. I think that the spirit of the law is really this, and that's how I should do it. And on the other hand, a lot of times what we really need to stop and think about is, what does Hashem want from me? And even down to the details, how can I fulfill the will of Hashem? Because ultimately, the Hashem's presence coming into my life, coming into the life of the people, the Mishkan of my home, a lot of it rests on my ability to think about what is Hashem asking me, even down to the details, doing those things, and it brings Hashem's presence into my life. Shabbat Shalom.